Hey y'all, I have to film this. They have a drive-through at this. It's a Phillips 66 off of where is this at? I'm on US 270. I think I'm heading either I'm on 270 or I'm heading to 270. Out Oklahoma, and they have a drive-through for the trucks, and you can do Sonic and this bistro coffee bar. I'm so happy. I passed it last night to go pick up the meat at Cargill, and shoot, my sister lives there. Oh shoot, anyway, I'll tell y'all in a minute because I have to look at what the hell, Dodge City, Kansas. And so I'm coming back US Highways. I gotta go fuel at our terminal in Oklahoma, and they have a drive-through for us. So I'm gonna order me some coffee, y'all. I'm so blown away. I haven't even been inside the truck stop, but this definitely gonna be. I'm gonna put this on my GPS as a truck stop in case I ever come back through here again. Delicioso Roots Phillips 66. I don't know if y'all should be able to see that. And it has Sonic and Delicioso, which is a bistro and coffee bar. Anyway, I'm going to get me a coffee. Peace. And they bring the drinks out to you, but if y'all can see over there, there's parking. The parking is huge. You got parking, and you got fuel aisles. See, 1, 2, 3. So even if you have an RV, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5 fuel aisles, and then just to the right of the fuel aisles is the 2 drive-throughs. This is genius, absolutely genius. And then there's more. If you guys can see, there's more parking even that I'm not even showing you. This is how big this lot is. Huge. I passed it last night going to pick up the load, and this is huge. This is so amazing. And I don't know if they have showers in here. I need to put this on my GPS because this is really it. You know, I ordered a dirty chai. You guys can see their board. I ordered a dirty chai, hot. Anyway. Yeah, this is mad cool. Delicioso. And yeah, and you can even get like little pastries. So I ordered that. But yeah, quite impressed. Now, a little truck pulled up here. He pissed me off because I'm supposed to be able to drive straight through. But she just told me to sit here and she'll bring me my drink. I'll upload this as soon as I have signal because right now I'm in roaming out here in a little area of nowhere. This actually is freaking genius. I hope it stays around, but I'm looking where it's at. Well, you got a lot of farmland out here. You probably have because Oklahoma does have a lot of oil field land too. So you see a lot of the oil trucks out here, fuel trucks, grain trucks. Then you have both National and Cargill are right up from each other in Dodge City. So you do have that as well. Anyway, this is interesting. Yeah. I'll upload this as soon as I have a chance. I didn't get anything for Sonic because I had a little thing, but I'm very impressed. And then also I'm going to have to take this in because this right here isn't working. Now my emergency brakes are working. But when I pull this, I can hear it. And yes, I got my drink. Anyway, getting ready to head out. Peace. Dirty chai. That's chai, tea, and coffee. Shot. Espresso. Anyway, peace, y'all. Yeah, see? Yellow. He's going to go through. Yep. Yeah, I like this. So, y'all see where I'm at. I am waiting for service. So, that little handle right here, this is your trailer brake. So when you do your, what do you call it, pre-trip, most of the time they tell you to use this one to test your brakes. You actually should use both of them. I usually do. Last night I picked the load up and I was tired because I didn't have a lot of hours left. I'm tired to sit around and talk about it, but this is my problem right now. We'll talk about it. Let me turn it around. I hope y'all heard me alright. I need to take a shower. I was going to try to get one this morning, but I ended up working on the truck. I'll lift this up a little bit. So my trailer, so coming in, when I did my pre-trip, I just tested with the red knob, which is a typical one they usually tell you to use. At least how the truckers go when they tell you to do your pre-trip inspection. But both of them they have two different functions, and they work virtually the same way, but not quite. The trolley brake, which is the handle one, that's actually the true trailer braking system. The red is your parking and emergency brakes, okay? So, when I picked up the trailer, obviously to slide the tandems, I used the emergency brakes. I think it's because tomatoes, I love tomatoes, but I had some tomato sauce and it makes me itch. So I think it's a little bit of an allergic reaction to the acidic and stuff in tomatoes. I'm going to be stuck here in Oklahoma tonight, and I would like to get out of here because they're going to have a freeze coming in next week. Or this week, which is Sunday. Which is probably why they didn't have trucks here this late at night, because Oklahoma's got a freeze. And normally, this time of night, it'd be packed with trucks in OKC. I've been here before, and right now it ain't packed. I was really shocked. I was coming out, so last night I did my quick little pre-trip when I picked up this trailer. I dropped the other trailer, which was actually, that piece of crap trailer was better piece of crap trailer than most of them. It had some issues, but it rode better. This trailer is probably newer. This is a 2015, one of the actual company's trailers, not the merged company, the company they acquired for the refrigerated division years ago. But this is actually the company's actual 2015 trailer. I think they acquired the refrigerated division in 2000. I was 12. I haven't gone by then. Be gone soon now too. Anyway, as I'm coming out, I did the brakes worked as far as the red knob for the trailer. I was able to slide the tandems. Like I said, sometimes I try the trailer brakes too when I do my pre-trip. I didn't that night because I was just going up the street. I was going to sleep, get up in the morning, do the scale because I was out of hours. I don't do the scale trying to, play the log game. I think this dude is drunk. I don't do the scale on my truck. I don't do that scale. I don't do the scale unless he walked by here a couple of damn times. I don't know if he's drunk. I don't know if he's drinking. But when you ain't walking straight and you're a truck driver, it concerns me. But I had to do the scale, but I only do the scale during my log time. So I had to do personal convey from the facility over because you can use that just to get to a safe parking spot, which was a mile and a half up the road from Cargill in Dodge City. And my sister lives in Dodge City. I didn't know. And I said, next time, I know. Charlie was late. Next time I know, I'm going to try to arrange to get in here. And her husband is a supervisor at Cargill. So that's kind of funny. I didn't know it was that facility. I knew he worked for a slaughterhouse. I just didn't know it was that facility. And so the one I picked up at was where he's supervisor at. And he works nights. I didn't get to see him, but because I called her as I was on way, and I said, where y'all at in Kansas? And she said, Dodge City. I said, girl, I'm on my way to Dodge City. I said, he worked for National or Cargill? She said, Cargill. I was like, I'm on my way to Cargill. So, but I didn't get to see him. I didn't get to see my niece or anything, but did get to talk to her a little bit on the phone. Anyway, got there, passed out. Got up early this morning, started really kind of just organizing the truck, and I've been just gradually packing stuff up. And then I was going to get a shower, and some said call in and ask them, and I called and said, you got a vacuum? She said, yeah, we got to wait. I'm like, I am. Because I only had a certain amount of time. I was like, no. So I went ahead, got my scale, started heading out. So there's these rolling hills in this. I don't like state highways. I don't like U.S. highways or state highways, but I really hate state highways. And I'm noticing that I'm having to pump the brakes to try to stop the truck. Slow it down. Plus, I'm using the Jakes. I always usually use Jakes 1 or 2. I'm full throttle Jake 3 just trying to stop this truck. Someone said, you need to check your brakes. So, by this time, I'm away from Cargill, which is okay because I was not going to do my breakdown call there. I wouldn't do it there anyway because Dodge City, I don't know what their repair facilities are, but I know in Oklahoma I get repairs. And I knew I could, once I realized what was going on, I know I could stop the truck. I just really had to give myself a lot of following distance. And that out there is not heavy traffic, so I'm not worried about that. My traffic wasn't really heavy until right when I got in here to Oklahoma. And then again, I stayed back. I just slowed down, stayed back. Because the ultimate goal was, I said, so I stopped on the way in, and I noticed that the trolley brakes, or the trailer brakes, trolley brakes, same thing. When I pull that handle down, the wheels freely roll. That means something wrong with your brake system on your trailer, okay? Went ahead and fueled the truck, went to our terminal, which is a piece of crap here in Oklahoma. Hadn't been there in years. It was crappy back then. It's crappy now, too. That yard is horrid. It needs to be organized, cleaned up, and the whole fueling station. I didn't even do the reefer. Reefer got enough fuel. The reefer should be good until we get to the next fuel stop. We're good. And they're going to probably have to reschedule this anyway because I'm running out of hours. And, yeah, I'm waiting right now for them to call me back in the TA. And he says it's going to be at least 2 or more hours wait. But brakes, you got to have brakes. And especially me going into Texas, because Texas got a lot of curvy, hilly mountains, and I'm going to be in Houston. If I keep this low, they may end up giving it to somebody else take it in. I don't know. I have no idea once I get this fixed. I'm hoping just that we can get it done by Wednesday so I can get the miles for Wednesday. Because we're supposed to be done by Tuesday. But anyway, and I'm only 500 miles away from the first stop. But unfortunately, again, it is Houston, and you definitely want your brakes in Houston, especially with the way them fools drive. I went and I tested it, and I said, Wilson said, oh crap. So I realized that I don't have to drive a little differently when I stopped to check it. And then I checked it again. I said, well, when I get into Oklahoma, when I get to the terminal, I'm going to make sure all the connections are good. So I went and checked the airlines. Had drained the air already. I checked the connections. And being that the fact that the regular brakes work, the parking brake works, the emergency brakes, then it didn't make sense the trolley brakes weren't working. So I went in there and he said it's the same function, but 2 different jobs, and there's 2 different things in there. He says, well, we'll pull you backwards. It's going to be a little while, like 2 or more hours. I'm like, nothing we can do. We got to have brakes. And my company no longer offers the, they no longer have the, where the shop is open late. So the only option is I call BreakDown, talk to Daniel, and he's like, yep, let me go ahead and call over to TA. I said, it's not supposed to be there tomorrow, but, right now, dude, I've already driven it a ways with brake issues. And I said, and just, lucky I can drive. If there's been a kid, they probably would have killed somebody or hurt somebody. I know how to drive. So I know I've been basically, I'm having to pump the brakes on the tractor because this is 40-some thousand pounds in this 42,000, 42 and some change in the box. So I'm at 76, 77. $76,400. That's some weight. So now I'm trying to pump with no tractor brake or trailer brakes, trying to stop this truck. It's not happening. So the trailer braking system where I'm using my brakes to stop it's not there. It's not working. So that was my fun right now as I'm waiting for them to call me back. And I got me something to eat. They have Fazoli's here, and I just got Fazoli's. I did give me a little ice chest. I have my ice on here. I'm going to start my smoothies here. The goal is to start tomorrow. A smoothie in the morning, a smoothie at night, and then maybe one meal a day. I meant to get carrots, but I got like some cheese and some fruit in between. And I do a lot of sunflower seeds. I need to get the ones from Trader Joe's that don't have as much salt. And order me 3 or 4 packets. When I get back, depending, me and Joe are having a little beef right now. So, we'll see. I am doing the job search. I got to talk to DeeBoy Stance about, because she was at one of the companies I'm looking at, and I need to ask her some questions. I did from one lady find out some things, but DeeBoy Stance worked there for a year, and she went through their whole training school part. I don't have to go through that part, and I thought I had to maybe change my license, and she said you don't. So I got some of the questions, and I'll be hitting her up here soon. Again, trying to pull out to the end of the year. I need to go handle some stuff with my father anyway, so I'll take a 30-day. During that 30-day, please try and prayerfully find sort of transition. I'm also looking at local stuff in Lubbock. They've got some local companies. I was shocked at how many local companies came up, and a couple of LTL companies, one of which Bill worked for, that is actually hiring in Lubbock, which I was shocked about that. I didn't know about that. There was quite a bit actually. I was really shocked at the number of companies that were hiring. But yeah, we'll see. I'll let you guys know more. Greyhound bus system is hiring too. I've been putting jobs up on our site, on the TheTrucker411 site. The Greyhound is doing a lot of hiring all over the country. Tennessee, Massachusetts, Texas. And not only are they hiring for bus people, they're hiring for different technical jobs too in conjunction with the Greyhound. Greyhound is a union. In most cases, I believe it is unionized. So benefits are good. Granted, you have to probably put up with some special folk. Trucker Bill he drove. I don't know if it was Greyhound, who he did for. But he did, and he says it's not a bad gig. It was good money. I forgot how he said he made some pretty good money back in the day doing that. So that's another thing I had thought about, because I know Lubbock has a small depot there for the Greyhound bus system. I would just have to see how I could do it, dealing with the folks on the bus. For the most part, when I'm taking bus rides, the only thing you got to do with is funk, and I'm not really big on funk. You got your crazies, but funk is real big. Yeah, so that's kind of that. I don't think what else I had to talk about. Oh, I'm gonna put up here the the travel plaza I went to. It's called Gore's Travel Plaza, and they have a drive-through for trucks. So you can get either, if you want to get Sonic, I didn't do Sonic, or you can get coffee. I did do the coffee, and I showed you pictures of it. I got me I was going to get a dirty iced chai, but I got a dirty chai, hot coffee with soy. And it was a dirty hot chai tea with soy. And it's pretty damn good. And they bring it right to the truck. And you pull right up to the little thing like you would in a car. Genius. I hope, where it's sitting at is kind of odd, because it's sitting in a corridor where trucks go down. A lot of them go down that corridor. It's the U.S. highway. It's like at the corner of U.S. 270, and I think it's either U.S. 183 or State Highway 183. It might be U.S. 183. I can't remember. But it's right there, right at the corner. It's called Gores Travel, Gores, Gores. Gores Travel Plaza, US 270, and I think it's US 183 if it's not a State Highway 183. They're in Oklahoma. And beautiful. I didn't get to go inside. I bet you they've got showers too. And I bet you, because it says Travel Plaza, and I bet you those showers are gorgeous right now before people get up in there and tear it up. I used for my back itches. Yeah, I think the tomatoes did it for me. Sometimes if I eat tomato sauce, it does. It makes me, oh, that feels better. It makes me itch. What else I was gonna talk about? I was gonna talk about something else, y'all. Let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna do that on this one. I might do a separate video for this. There is another trucker lady missing. She is a prime driver. I posted it on the TheTrucker411 channel. I'll go ahead and just put the link below. She didn't end up in issues while in her truck. It was in her personal vehicle. It is in the state of Louisiana, but she's a resident of Louisiana. The last time they saw her, she was on her personal vehicle in a certain, and in Louisiana they call like I call them counties. We call them counties in Arizona, but I guess what are like your counties they call parishes. So she was in a certain parish, and all of a sudden they haven't seen her since. She's been missing. Her cousin posted to her Facebook page, to his Facebook page. I know prime female drivers are posting it to their page as well. So I'm not sure of what's going on. And if I can, I might put a picture up here at the end if I can find a way to snapshot her picture or save it from the website. But she's a prime driver. So again, I'll put the link below. And if you guys, know anything, go ahead and contact. They'll have a number through the links that you can contact authorities in Louisiana. And I want you ladies and gentlemen to be very careful in Louisiana area. This is like, I know the school teacher I mentioned, which is a friend of a friend's from years ago. I don't want to say years, but not been that long, maybe 3 to 4 years ago, who ended up found murdered in her car out there. And then, obviously Kamisha, the KLLM driver, and now this lady, although she was not in a truck, she was, and neither was a school teacher, but in her own vehicle. So you guys be careful, because obviously there's something going on with the minds of certain people in that area. I can't say all, but I'm a person that, hey, when you see a lot of weird crap, you need to be on alert. Oh, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, they sent me this message. She's like, oh, this is a JIT load. What do you play? It needs to be on. Hell, read your stuff, lady. It's a planner chick. I said, oh, never mind. I realize you're broke down. I'll tell you who you need to contact. Let me help you. You need to contact your jacked up shop, because I'm looking at a sticker back here that shows this damn thing just came out the damn shop and has its next, what they do an inspection sticker, and showing it was inspected. But I'm sitting here in the shop waiting because the damn brakes don't work. Contact the shop. Tell them to do better quality on stuff. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know what I have. That's why I was happy to meet Sean. I saw him and I'm like, wow. A company that takes care of their damn reefers. And reefers are expensive, y'all. You gotta have I talked to us about safety. You need to get in that shop and talk to them about safety equipment. Man and equipment. One thing that I would say Conway did, and even, the guy who came into the Oklahoma company, he worked for Conway, right? So it was his system. And so he implemented that system. Like when you drove into any of the major terminals, you went in, I don't care if that truck was 2019, they opened that hood, they've topped off all your fluids, they took a look, they checked out the trailer, everything was checked front to back. That takes time, but it also produces a hell of a lot safer equipment on the road. No comment. Oh, DCIJams. I have to mention this. Him and I were talking about company drama, and we were talking about I was telling them I was fussing because I was like, yeah, they're calling now about this freaking idol. And DCIJams said, he said, oh, I get that crap, and I just delete that shit off my qual, because he's with the starter company too. He's like, you know, he says, all my other numbers are good. They're bothering me about something. I said, dude. And he said, and I said, that's why I told you, because he was thinking about buying his truck from them now. Don't buy no truck from them. It's a starter company. You buy the truck, they're going to try to get you to train. Unless you get a percentage of the load, you don't want to train these crazy ass people. But we're talking about it. So I'm going to school y'all on something, because a lot of people, you know, you just get in the truck, you drive, you don't realize how well financially, even if companies are in financial trouble, how much money they're bringing in. Okay? Used to be, when I first started in truck 2010, they could barely get 5 MPG on these trucks. Okay? Now, with the advent of the automatic, these people getting 6 to 15 MPG. You know what? You need to just sit down and shut the hell up and don't bother me about no freaking idle. And you need to put electronic APUs on these trucks. It's just asinine. And you wonder why people don't stay. People going to do their year, and then they going to know they're going to get better. You have to search for it, but you can get a better company and one who will meet your creature comforts. I'm sorry. You don't have to give me DirecTV and all that. Give me a place to have a refrigerator, microwave, decent bunk, good running truck, and not a lot of drama, and maintain your shit. Hey, I'm here. But if I'm driving and I'm always like doing this makes, how many trailers? I had one that didn't have no brakes up in New York when I first came back. I've had several trailers and it's always braking issues on. But one where the brakes, they had to move the load. And actually, I've had another one even when I was in Phoenix coming off home time. They had to move the load to a different trailer because y'all have no idea. No idea the madness. But yeah, when they're coming at you with that, I'm like, that's crazy. You sitting up here, you getting all this, you know, all you're doing is trying to pinch in a couple extra pennies because something you've been doing for years. Stop. Y'all already saving now you know, you're making more money because you're getting 6 to what did I say, up to 15 MPG. Get out of here. Get out of here. Back in 2010, you could barely get 5. Now with automatic, you're getting up to 15. Y'all don't need to say crap about no damn idle. Anyway, y'all, I'm very sleepy, as y'all can tell. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I'm taking a nap here in the seat, waiting for these people to call me. I want y'all to be blessed, 2 and 2. And I'm sure a lot of y'all going to vote, get that vote on tomorrow. And it's going to be entertaining to see how several of the races are going to come out. Peace, joy, happiness. 2 and 2. Alright, I'm inside the TA shop now. And they got me open. I'm going to turn this around so we can talk. Alright, y'all. Alright, so the first guy who was working on it, I'm trying to explain to him the difference between the red emergency park stop brake and what's known as your trailer, also aka your trolley brake. Okay, your trolley brake, which is this lever, the little lever that lifts up and down, that brake should be exactly almost the same as you hitting this foot pedal. And when you apply this brake, it allows you to push the tractor forward and to lock the brakes on the back of the trailer. And it's a good testing mechanism to make sure that when you're applying your foot brake, that the trailer brakes are also applying. 5 years. I'm not a genius, but I mean, I paid attention in trucking school. When you go to stop your truck and you hit the brake, it should apply the brakes to the tractor and the trailer. Therefore, even though you're heavy, you might have a little resistance, a little more skid if you're going too fast. It should stop within a relative time. If you've gotten used to your truck, you know, hey, something's not right. I'm not stopping the way I normally stop. And that's what was the key for me. I'm like, I'm not stopping as normal. I'm like pumping the brakes to stop this truck. I mean, I'm just barely stopping it like normal, and I'm at 76,000 pounds, and I should stop when I hit my following distance and stopping distance. I should be stopping right around here, but I'm going past the line, which means something's not right in my braking, and I could feel it. So at this point, where I'm at, I was in Dodge City, Kansas. So I got a choice of staying in Dodge City and trying to do the breakdown, or getting to Oklahoma. Well, I was going to our terminal to fuel. Um, because of all the changes, the terminal's not open, and they might not have been because Oklahoma's it's Sunday. I mean, it's a Bible Belt, so they may close earlier than most. Okay. Um, the first guy who came out, he's out here, he's underneath, and he's like, when he got under there, we had other braking problems. The leveler valve wasn't working right. He had to do some adjustments, so he did that. Did the same thing. He's like, "Well, are you talking to Jakes?" I said, "No, Jakes have nothing to do with your braking system on your brakes. Jakes have to do with the engine, retarding, holding back the engine. I'm talking about your brakes." So he's probably new. He goes and gets his boss. His boss comes out. I said, "Stand on the step. Hold on." And I engaged Charlie brake. I said, "You know what this is, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, before I did that, I called Bill because I want to make sure I'm not crazy." I'm like, "Bill, okay, just help me make sure I'm not crazy." And Bill said, "You got a leak in the system or something's wrong with your brake chambers. The Charlie brake is just like the foot brake." That's what I thought. Okay. Now, yesterday evening, after picking up this trailer, what I did notice was, as I'm getting dressed this morning, I had the truck off and I had the bunk heater on. And I'm getting dressed, the red button pops out, which tells me there's an air leak somewhere. Okay. I'm figuring maybe I just need to change. Sometimes you need to change your glad hand, the little grommets. So I figured, well, on my next stop, I'll change those out if I need to. And I checked them. They look good. So I didn't feel like I needed to change them. I had drained the air tanks. I drain my air tanks usually when I fuel. So I had drained the air tanks, so I didn't see any water coming out. So to my knowledge, there's no moisture in the airlines. If you do have moisture in your airlines, a good way to get rid of that is to pour in, I usually do 91% rubbing alcohol. You can do liquor alcohol, but y'all shouldn't be carrying that on the truck. But you want to do like a rubbing alcohol in there, and that'll dry out the moisture in the lines, just to help with him. So anyway, he got up here. We did it with the trolley brake. He's like, "Yeah, that's not supposed to happen." Bam. So I told him, I said, "Look, I had a different trailer before, and when I hit these, it worked." Now, what was another thing was that we could hear the air once I released trolley brakes back up. But when I went to put them down, you could barely hear the air. So he opened up my hood. He got under there. He started having me do some things that way. Then he went back to the trailer. He's trying to track where the air problem is. Because it's an air problem, and Bill hit it right on the head. It's an air problem. And that's what I told him. I said, "Look, it might be an air problem, too." I said, "That's something else I was trying to tell the guy inside." I said, "Because I remember this morning when the red just auto popped out, and the truck wasn't even on. It was off. Which means there was an air leak. Once the air got so low, the emergency brakes popped on." So he told me there's something with some air valve in the back. He said, "The only thing stopping your truck has been your tractor." I said, "I know. That's just why I'm here." I could tell. I could tell. So, and then these crazy ass people were like, "Well, are you crazy? This truck ain't going nowhere. I'm not driving into Houston. Crazy as hell. That's like driving in Los Angeles with no brakes. Now, going from Dodge City, Kansas to Oklahoma, I can do that. But Houston, Dallas, Austin, that's like driving Los Angeles, Chicago, and not having your brakes work properly. You an accident waiting to happen. You gonna kill yourself and a whole bunch of damn people. And them fools will jump right in front of the truck and you can't stop it. Crazy as hell. Anyway, so I'm gonna be here for the night and get me a shower, and then I'm gonna come in here and go to bed. And yeah, because I only got an hour and 26 minutes left on the clock. I ain't going nowhere. Hey, why Eric take it to the club, give it to somebody else, and if they want to do that, I'm good. Because I'm like, it's already a nightmare. I hate nightmares. And then Bill's telling me what companies to apply for the end of the year. So get your paper over to here. Because he putting in for a whole bunch of the year to make changes because he's trying to move back up to Seattle, and he wants something where he can do that. Plus, he needs to make a little more money to finish out his retirement moolah. And I'm about to do the same thing. I want some percentage of that load. That lady talking about the percentage of load, I'm feeling the love. She says 72% of the line haul. That's some good damn money. And it's lease purchase, so it's basically you doing your own truck and that micromanagement BS and equipment that's something you chose. I'm hoping I can get a truck where I can put my damn refrigerator and microwave in there and help with my health issues. Anyway, y'all, if I get with them, I don't know. We'll see if they look at me. If not, I got the other alternatives. Got a couple other alternatives. Peace, y'all. Yep, so getting this hopefully fixed here soon. And I'm gonna get me a damn shower. In the morning. Let's see my driver manager. Well, she'll figure it out. I might send her email. She'll figure it out. I'm so damn tired now dealing with this craziness. But yeah, so good thing I did, because he said the only thing stopping your truck was your tractor. I said, I know. Dude, trust me, I know. You should have seen me trying to drive out them little hills, them little big hills I got on that little highway, and I had to have the jakes on full just to stop the damn truck. Fully. I mean, I could stop it, but it was between the jakes and the tractor that actually how I was stopping the truck coming in here. Yeah. I know how to drive, y'all. I ain't always a speed demon, but I am not gonna run your ass over. And other trucks want to flip me off. You flip me off. Most of them were cool though. Only time I put my hazards on is if I had went below the speed limit. Just because if it was depending on the grades and the curves, because I knew my slowing capability was a little bit different, so I had to slow down a little bit more until I got in here to OKC. Anyway, peace. 2 and 2. I'll have cut this in different parts. Peace.